All right, Trick class, we're going to look at this homework example from 7.3 homework set. So we've got a blimp flying around. We've got this angle of depression from the blimp down to a sports stadium and a planetarium, and we're supposed to find the distance between them. So there's a couple of ways that you can go about doing this. Number one is you could think of this 500 feet is going to be the 500 feet here and the 500 feet here. And so you could think about these are different right triangles that you could solve, and then these distances, like this is x and this is y, and if you add those two together, that's the distance between them. And you can use those two different right triangles with, this is 500, so this is also 500, and this is 500 as well. So you could set up the right triangles that way, x 500 and 40 degrees, and then you can also set up the other one, and that's perfectly fine. The other way you could do it is use a property of parallel lines, and what that is this, since this up here is parallel to this down here, and then this is what we call like a transversal. This angle, or sorry, this would be a transversal. This angle here, 40 degrees, is the same as this angle down here, and then you could think of it as this is the right triangle, and this would be 22 degrees, and so this would be another right triangle. So you could do it either way. I'm just going to do it the initial way that we set it up. So the key here is to be able to come up with a trig function that describes a relationship that allows us to solve for x. So in this case, x is adjacent to the 40, y is adjacent to the 22, and then the 500 is opposite the 40 and opposite the 22. So we have adjacent and opposite, so typically in that case you would use tangent. So the tangent of 40 is equal to opposite 500 over adjacent x. All right, and then solving for x, I would move the x over. I'd have x is equal to 500 divided by the tangent of 40, and I could solve it just exactly like that, meaning put in your calculator. Same thing here. This is the tangent of 22 now is equal to, again, opposite over adjacent. So solving for y, I get y is equal to 500 over the tangent of 22. And I'm adding these together, right? This is x, this is y. The distance is going to be the sum of those two. So I have to add those together. So literally I can type this plus this onto my calculator, and it will give me an approximation of that distance, and then I can round it. Remember to use second angle 1, get a degree in there, or the other option again is to switch your mode to degree mode. So there's my answer, 1833.42. So there is a way that you can set that up, but also a quick way to get that done with your calculator.